What's up, everybody? It's Stocks for Real, and this is the last video. My Packers won. I'm tired, but I said I was going to get it done, and here we are. Today, we're going to talk about looking at the SPY in silver towards the downside. Okay, that's because we play it on the way up and we play it on the way down. Let's get into it. What's up, everybody? So, like I said, this is Dr. Rel, and we're going to look for the minnows, the dolphins, and the orcas as we always do. And we're going to play towards the downside just as well as we play towards the upside. Why? Because the market doesn't, they don't care about what direction you want to go in. It's going to move the way it's going to move, and we just need to be as prepared as possible for when that time comes. Now, remember, this is not a suggestion for you to buy, hold, or sell. I am not a financial advisor, and I'm not going to give you financial advice. This is our stocks and plays that I'm looking at from my own portfolio, and you may follow along if you so choose. But that being said, let's get into it. So, ticker symbol SLV is going to be a minnow play. Okay, this is going to be a put option that we're looking at based on the data that I see. Okay, with silver, this is the minnow level of confirmation. So we have a large red candle, as you can see, that had a lot of volume in it following those other three green candles prior. Okay, there's a long top wick, and then the volume is decreasing at its current level. Now, again, where it is, it's above the highest level, above the high volume node, which also happens to be the high level of a POC, place of interest, and it's above the EMA. So, again, it's a minnow level confirmation because there's more confirmations towards the upside than the downside, but there's still some downside pressures that you can look for. And you just never know. Economic data comes out, someone tweets something, and then the market goes to crap. So let's be prepared, not surprised, all right? So that being said, the entry for silver going towards the downside is $29.27. The stop loss is $29.31. Take profit number one is $29.04. Take profit number two is $28.58. Now, again, I want you guys to pay very close attention to where you see the entry of $29.27 and then the first take profit target of $29.40 or 4 cents, right? That's 23 cents of a difference, right? But that's actually a big move for silver, right? So if you don't believe me, check me out on Instagram because I posted every silver play that I've entered, as well as some from the community that screenshotted and texted me their winnings as well with the plays that I've already shared. Okay, so that being said, the contract that I'm looking at is going to be the silver 2850 put option that expires October 11th. Okay, that is a $20 contract. Now, when I tell you that this is a low risk play, both call and put options are low risk plays, right? It's $20. By the time you open this on Monday, it's probably going to be about $17, $15. Who knows? We will see. It may not be playable. You might have to play it towards the upside. If you don't know what I'm talking about, if you don't know the upsides for silver, then check out my other video, okay? Moving on from silver, looking at SPY towards the downside. This is a whale level play. Probably my first official whale play that I posted on here. So it's a whale play. Why? Well, it's a couple of reasons why, but let's talk about the downside. Okay, for the downside, there's actually a whale level confirmations that I found towards the downside on the SPY. Okay, we see a rejection as supply, which I've talked about in a previous video. There's a descending triangle forming on the 4 hour. Okay, you see those white lines. Okay, that's a descending triangle pattern, which is bearish. Okay, the high volume node. I'm sorry. There's a what is that? There's a high volume node at 565.21. So there's a pullback suspected around that area, if I'm not mistaken. Sorry if my notes are off. I did this hours ago. Should have refreshed my memory. But anyway, it's at the top of a D formation. Okay, if you don't know what a D formation is, it's a neutral pattern on the volume profile. Okay, if you don't know what it is, please do your research. Just Google deformation volume profile and they'll tell you exactly what it is. Ask AI. I don't care. Look it up. You got it. I trust and I have faith in your ability to research this information. Okay. Far from the 21-day EMA, which tells me that it also has room to pull back. I talked about this before in the last video when I was discussing that ascending line of support that you see, that white line. That's also around the area to which the 21-day EMA is. And if you know or understand price action, how a price moves, the further a stock gets away from the 21-day EMA, the more of a gravitational pull it has on that stock. So the stock wants to pull back and get closer to that. Okay, that's just how it is. Okay, and that level is 570.64. So it's a well level play, but it's also a well level confirmation for the downside. Okay, now going over the entries and exits to take profits. The entry is $52. Okay, stop loss is $572 is the entry, $572.08 is the stop, and then you have $571.35 is the take profit one, and your second take profit is going to be at $570.48. Okay. That being said, the contract that I'm looking at is actually the SPY 570 put. It's October 11 expiration. The contract is selling for $313 at the time of this recording. It has an overall volume of nearly 17,000 with an open interest of 3,500. So there's a lot of people betting or interested in the stock going down, or just believing that the SPY is going to come down. Now, again, it could come down and just do a retracement briefly, and it could just rocket right back up and hit new all-time highs, trying to go ahead and hit the 595 area. Now, I have target levels beyond the 570. Let's see if I have anything to share with you. Okay, so for longs, okay, take profit. So I have a couple more take profit targets for you. So after the 570.48, I also have 576.66 and 578.67. So in the case that you're trying to figure out, man, this is just shooting through those levels, I don't know where the next stop is. There they are. They're not on the screen. And this is why I black out the information at the bottom, because people just see these numbers and they won't understand how I'm looking at it. They're not seeing that I'm waiting for confirmation above or below these levels. They're not understanding that it's price action that I'm paying attention to as well as volume. They're not also understanding that there's more information I'm putting into this video, such as additional take profit targets if you choose to be greedy or just want to leave a runner, after making so much money. So that is all I got for you. This is Dr. Rel. Please, again, like, subscribe, share the video if you think it's helpful, and take care.